Well, it is that time of week again. Welcome into Friday Night Sports Extra. Keith, it's hard to believe are we more than halfway through the season now?
Yes.
It's remarkable. It seems like we just started.
It goes quickly, doesn't it? But the good news is we can kind of tell, which teams are fighting for playoff spots by now. Got to tell you, we got to apologize off the start of the show. Battle of the Bell tonight. Here's all the highlights we have of that game. We had highlights, and they disappeared in the gremlins of the computer. Also, Riverside and Lakeside. We did not ignore you tonight. We just don't have your highlights because they disappeared into thin air tonight. So we apologize for those, but we still had a lot more games. In fact, big games in North Idaho, but we're going to start over here in Spokane.
That's right. We got Gonzaga Prep and Lewis and Clark. Gonzaga Prep just absolutely dominate here early on the season, but first quarter Tigers driving. Charles Northern can't find anyone. He's just going to take out this defender himself there. But, it's all for naught here because later in the drive against Hilburn in at QB, he goes deep to, but his underthrows this ball, is picked off by Elijah Soder. BULLPUPS back in business. G Prep now in Tiger territory here on that drive. And it's going to be, well, hang on a second here. We'll get to it eventually.
They're excited.
They're excited. Yeah, but it's Brian McKenna pitch to Nick Banky. Watch this. Oh, my goodness. He just trucks over them. He just runs them over. You might see that play a little bit later on tonight. But a couple plays later, McKenna finds Dylan O'Keefe along the sideline. He takes down all the way to the 4-yard line. They're in business. And can you guess what the next play is? That's right. McKenna fakes the handoff, takes it himself into the end zone.
Violence.
A bit of a slow start here for the BULLPUPS. It was only 3-0 in the first quarter, but they go on to win this one 34-7. Now let's head over to the Valley. The University taking on Ferris here. Ferris looking to get some sort of momentum, and they would find it in the third quarter here. Start of the third, Saxons down 21, but Jide Olagjagbe with a nice ball to Kenan Lindsay, who was able to hold on to that ball somehow for the touchdowns. They're excited to be back onto the board there. Ensuing Titans drive, Caleb Walcott will hit Jalen King, who nearly takes it to the house, but he's dragged down just a few yards shy. But no problem because that's going to set up Walcott to King again, this time for the score. That's going to extend U-High's lead. That's not the last we'll see of King tonight, though. Hang on just a second. In the fourth quarter, though, Titans game, their running game getting going. Malachi Miller, he's going to take it off the edge and then just drag a defender 10 yards. Oh, my goodness, all the way to the 9-yard line. And a few plays later, how about this play? This may be my favorite play of the night. It's Walcott to who else but King. For two, that's good enough for a touchdown in the NFL. He says, "Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me?" Anyway, I think that's taxi, right? U-High goes on to win 40-6.
You forgot a word. It's actually driver.
That's right.
Yeah, the kids are really down with the Robert De Niro references. He caught both points of the ball, by the way. That was pretty cool. A couple of things in the last 10, 15 years. If you go to Coeur d'Alene to play a game, you're probably going to lose, and you're probably going to lose by a lot. But the gap has been closed massively. Post Falls coming in tonight, looking for an upset, trailing here early on. This is Jackson Anderson to Carson Tucker. Touchdown Trojans, and we're pretty much even. Second quarter, Coeur d'Alene going to look for the answer. Rob Collier up the middle. Kind of goes untouched there into the end zone. Vikings of Coeur d'Alene, we're back on top. Looking for more. Braden Bankston, the lefty slinger. But he's picked off by Chase Berg. What a play for the Trojans. Puts their offense in business, and they go right to work. Anderson going to keep it himself, and watch this run from the quarterback. Stiff arm there, breaks it to the outside, cuts it, gets a block. Maybe holds the ball out a little early, but still got it in the end zone. We'll give it to him. Touchdown Trojans just for the half. Gunnar Julio up the middle for the Vikings. And look at this. I don't know when the last time this happened was. Post Falls with a big win at Coeur d'Alene. Big win for the Trojans and on the road. Pretty cool. How about Lewiston making the trip up to Lake City? Lewiston and Post Falls last week with the game of the week. Came down to the last second. So what's going to happen when Lewiston is taking on Lake City? Well, we got another pretty good football game is what happened. Start of the third quarter, we're tied at 21. Timberwolves with the ball. Jackson Pettit setting up the screen to Bridger Stevens. He's got some room. What's 11 going to do? Kind of slows him down enough to let his friends get there. Timberwolves with a big gain, but their drive would stall. So the Bengals get the ball back. Jace McArcher off the left side into the end zone. Bengals up by 7. Lake City trying to answer at home. Josiah Weaver into the end zone, or looking into the end zone for Charles Ruggiero. Sure, touchdown Lake City, and yeah, he's excited, and he's so excited we watched him celebrate. Fourth quarter, Lewiston Tech, McArcher again, same play, flip the side to the right side. Lewiston goes on the road, big win, 35-28. Great action in the Inland Empire tonight.
You know, most of the teams that we've covered here tonight are within this general Spokane, Coeur d'Alene metropolitan area, but Sandpoint had to go all the way down to the Palouse to take on Moscow. And in the second quarter, the Moscow trailing, but they are moving the ball. Leon Hutton hits Cody Decker on the fourth down. That's good enough to convert in a first down. Nice yards after the catch there. Later on the drive, Hutton powers his way, cuts up in the cuts in for the touchdown. The lead to 8. Moscow back on offense, running in the 2-minute drill. Garrett Cox makes a big play, big plays all night for the big gain for Sandpoint, I should say.
I think is what we're trying to say.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's pretty simple. Now back to the air. Parker Pettit finds Cody Newhart, and that extends the lead going into the half. But the Bears not going anywhere just yet.
Still not going
anywhere. But Sandpoint's defense was up to the task there. They're going to, nice little fumble recovery. But Sandpoint goes on to win this one, 41-6. Pretty routine game there.
Pretty good games so far tonight. We got a couple more out in the Valley tonight. We had a substitute come in and fill a spot, so homecoming could still happen. And we've been looking for a quarterback that runs with as much violence as McKenna at Gonzaga Prep this year. We might have found him.